right, man, let's start the show.
Let's get it. Welcome back to another episode of R&D Labs with your boy Ryan and
Nephew Tommy.
nephew Tommy. So if you hear any of these prank calls, this is the real nephew Tommy. Okay, this is the real nephew
Shout out to the
Tommy.
real nephew Tommy though. Shout out to
Nah, but no, definitely. What's give us the disclaimer, man.
I mean, we're not your accountants. This is only for education and more information. Do your own research. We are going to name a lot of stocks tonight. Please do not invest or trade or anything that we're about to say. Do your own research. I mean, that's it. I mean, you didn't get it from us.
You did not get it from us.
You didn't get it
Well,
from
you
us.
probably did hear it from us. So
I mean, you can hear it from us, but don't get it from us.
you feel me? Do your own research.
Yeah, do your own research. What are you looking at this week? What's on your radar?
So what's on my radar this week is some crypto and the stock market. I'm more so just gonna be watching the stock market because this, as of right now, the market's down. Um, and I'm just gonna watch it. I'm probably dollar cost average down into it, but more so just
And you
focusing.
got a
I'll be
dollar.
what
You got a dollar cost average up.
you
I'm
could
just
dollar
kidding.
cost average up and dollar cost average down also. So for me, this would be me dollar cost averaging down. I'll be looking at, of course, my big four, which is Apple, Microsoft, VTI, and I might change my VOO to Avi. That's one of my dividend stocks that I invest in. And then I'll be looking at crypto right now because we'll talk about it a little bit later in podcast, but Elon Musk did buy Twitter. So I'm pretty sure that that's going to fluctuate with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and I'll be looking at that carefully also. What about you? What do you be looking at?
What have I been looking at? That's a good question. I have no idea what I've been looking at, to be honest. I mean, I know one thing I do want to talk about though.
What's that?
So I've been in the market for 5 years. So I started in 2018, and I can honestly say that it's been getting easier buying stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So I guess I should say I think it's easier buying stuff when the market is down compared to when everything is up. 'Cause I guess when everything is up, you get like you kind of panic a little because everything is going up. So you're like, man, this stock was once $5, now it's $7. Do I need to buy here at $7? And you just kind of like lose your when to buy. Like, cause once you do your own research, you'd be like, okay, I think this is a good price, and you should probably like stick to that price. But when everything is going up and you don't have patience, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna buy here just to get in it. I don't want to go too far, or I don't want it to, not buy it once it just start running up and it never comes
Yeah.
back down, and you just be like, man, I missed the opportunity. So now it's just kind of like everything kind of slowed down, which is pretty good. I have a long-term horizon, so I'm not in a rush. So
Yeah.
this is something.
So what we got for today? What we got on the docket? What's that first thing that we're looking at?
I'm definitely going to pitch you some dividend stocks because I know you are a very good dividend investor, but I'm going to put some on your radar.
Bet.
First one we're going to start with is called Aflac. Do you know Aflac?
Aflac, the insurance company.
Aflac, the insurance company. You know the commercial? Aflac.
Yeah, with the duck. Yeah.
Is it a duck?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it like a goose?
It might be a goose. Nah, you're right. It might be a goose. It is a goose. It is a goose. It's not a duck. It is definitely a goose.
So the ticker is AFL.
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 Okay.
Like almost like NFL, but AFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean you had it right. It's an insurance company. And right now it's going for, we're gonna say 61.
Okay.
You know, healthcare is one of the sectors that's actually up this year.
Okay.
So I feel like it's you know, who not gonna have insurance, right?
True.
You gotta put Aflac, Geico. The dividend right now is 40 cents every quarter.
Every quarter.
They actually
Okay.
just paid one. They paid one March 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at the chart, it's
Let me
doing
look at the chart.
I mean it's
I
doing
know
okay. I
everything
mean, of
down.
course nothing is doing.
Yeah.
But if you step back and do like a 10-year or 5-year, you see, of course it went down 2020, the beginning of
It's not
2020, and
bad.
then exactly
3 months. 3 months it went down. 5 years not bad. It looks good, but it dropped dramatically. Yeah, no, it's
market
not
cap
that
is
bad.
yeah market cap is 40 billion, which that means Elon bought it.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's something I'd probably look into. So if you were testing me right now and saying yes or no, this would probably be a maybe. This would be a
It
maybe.
maybe. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, for the past 3 years, the annual finances, their revenue has been steady, 22 billion. I mean, you know, is this something? You know, there's
Yeah.
something to put on your radar. I got something else though. Hold on, let me go to it.
Okay.
So that's a maybe.
So definitely
Um,
maybe.
my next one. Have you heard of Coca-Cola?
Of course, I have some shares of Coca-Cola.
Oh, well, never mind
That's
then. What about Exxon?
Exxon. No, I don't have any
Exxon
Exxon.
Mobil, to be exact. Exxon Mobil. Have you heard about? Do you know what they do?
Gas.
Oil and gas, yes. And I mean, oil and gas is one of the sectors that's up for this year. And if you look at the
Ticker
10-year chart,
ticker symbol XOM.
XOM,
Okay,
and you
five
know they
year. The 1 year and the 1 year looks good. The
just paid
five
a
year looks.
dividend of 88 cents. You know,
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
who's out
bad.
here? Yeah, 88 cents.
Quarterly,
Yes.
it's not bad. Oh, headquarters is Irving, Texas.
Yeah, but they actually about to move to Houston, I believe next year.
Okay.
So we're gonna have some space in Irving, Texas. But yeah, oil and gas. I mean, they have of course they go get the oil or the black gold from under the ground by fracking, and then they
Oh,
also have the gas stations, which
yeah.
you know, and then they're also working on their global warming program thing where they kind of have they're trying to I think it's the carbon footprint. They're working on
Hmm.
that right now, so they doing a turnaround, a very very slow turnaround. Profit margin is at 8%.
Question for you.
They have some cash on them. Yep.
If
Oh,
you
hold
go
on.
if you
One important stat: their free cash flow, meaning after they pay all the bills, is 28 billion.
just because of the dividend 87 cent, and I would be in a
It's
maybe
88.
but
It's
leaning
88 cents.
I'd be maybe, but it'd be leaning towards a yes. I'd have to look at their charts a little bit longer before I even just execute on buying it though. So it'd lean more towards a yes because of how how much they pay per quarter. But yeah, we
Question:
just finished talking. Mm-hmm.
if you have okay, so you got $45 billion, right? That's
$45 billion. Okay.
and it's making a hole in your pocket, so you gotta go spend it.
Okay.
And you might have to go look this up, but if you could buy any one of Coca-Cola brands, what brand would it be?
Okay. I'm gonna look it up right now. Coca-Cola brands.
And the reason why I'm asking you is once again because Elon Musk he shared out 45 billion on Twitter. And I had sent you the thing how he financed it, right? So like
Yeah.
he using 21 billion of his own cash. So he actually buying it for 46.5 billion. Okay. So he's using 21 billion of his own cash, which will probably be, I don't even know. Well, it's probably gonna be a loan from his Tesla stock. I don't know what bank is gonna give him the loan on it, but okay. So then he's got 13 billion. That's gonna
Who
be a
wouldn't
buyout
give
loan.
Elon Musk a loan? That's the thing.
So from the 13 billion, he's getting so all the banks that's involved is Morgan Stanley, Bank of America, MUFG, which is Japan, I believe. It's
Wow.
Mitsubishi, if people
Wow.
know. Barclays, which is UK, BNP, I don't know how to pronounce this, Pardas, which is I think Brazil.
He getting
Um,
money from all around the world.
yeah, it's a big. So he got I already said, oh, Deutsche Bank, which is, it is what it is. And then Citibank, which is New York. You know who we don't see on this list is JP Morgan. What I'm actually seeing on here is that Royal Bank of Canada and JP Morgan, which is the biggest bank in Canada and then the biggest bank in the US,
Hmm.
they didn't give him money on it. Goldman Sachs didn't give him money on it. Which I mean, it don't mean nothing, but it's just like, would you have give him a loan?
I would have to. I would really have to talk to him and have a deal with him. Hey, I need a percentage of certain stuff. But yeah, I probably would just because it's him, and I know he's good for it.
I mean, he only have one asset at the Tesla. Well, he got the Boring
Well,
Company. He got
well,
SpaceX. So
and this man is a trillionaire, so yeah. I mean, I would definitely. He knows what he's doing with money. That's just let's just say that. So if I gave him money,
what if
my
he don't? What
money
if
would
it's
be
the accountant that's doing all the work for him? What if his accountant
well.
was like, "Hey, you might need to buy Twitter."
Well, then my money won't be going to Elon Musk. I would be doing my business with his accountant. But to answer your question, what would I buy out of Coca-Cola products? It would
Yeah,
either be and it's three. So it's either Powerade, Core Power, or Sprite. And the only reason why, oh, Minute Maid, forget that, or Minute Maid. So those three: Powerade, Minute Maid, or Core Power. Uh, the Powerade or Core Power, just because you go to the gym, you need electrolytes, so you want some protein, you take either or Minute Maid because Minute Maid is a really good drink. And then also, not gonna lie to you, for all those people that drink, Minute Maid is a good, you know, chaser or mixer. So yeah,
you
you
really
can
only
say.
supposed to give me one though, but it's
Okay, but yeah, all right. If it's just one, if it's just one, Smart Water. I
what
know
you
Smart Water
broke up.
was
Smart water.
or designing
So you want a
just because.
water company, I guess.
Nah, scratch that Powerade. What about you? Out of all of the companies that they have, which one would you pick?
Same here. Hold on. So I'm reading, it says last year Gatorade grossed $827 million. Powerade 685 million in sales. So you can probably buy the company for probably $1 billion, which is pretty
Mm.
good.
But
That's actually pretty good. That's a steal.
you said I have 44 billion though, so
Hmm.
I'm not trying to use all my 44 billion. That's why I gave you other options. You feel me?
Oh no, I just had to look up facts or whatever. 'Cause, we only
Yeah.
do facts on the show. But okay,
Hmm.
which one I would do? I'm with
Yeah.
you. I'll probably do water. I don't drink soda.
Yeah.
So water, the Gatorade, oh, they have the tea, Go Peak. Go
Yeah.
Peak, I can do Go Peak,
Yeah.
Minute Maid.
Yeah.
But to pick one, I'm just gonna do Minute Maid. Cause you say you had got Powerade. So I'm gonna do Minute Maid.
Yeah. I got Powerade. Yeah, it's not bad. That's not bad. That was a. They got a lot of products though. That's the thing.
So
But yeah.
okay. Did I say anything about ADP?
You didn't. The last one we talked about was ExxonMobil.
Okay, yeah. So ADP, that's the ticker. Um, they've been increasing their dividend for 47 years. And I think, so what they do, so they are a payroll processing company.
Uh-huh.
So it's used mostly in large companies, like very
Hmm.
huge companies. So they're like their competitors, just like Paycom, Paylocity. It's something that QuickBooks have to help that I forgot what QuickBooks have, but
Sheesh.
um,
It costs a lot.
Yeah, so per share is 200. We're gonna round up $225. I mean, they could split. I don't think they will because
Ticker symbol ADP for
yeah,
sure.
ADP market cap is we're gonna round up. Well, we're not gonna round up. It's 94 billion,
Hmm.
which profit margin 17%. They have a lot of cash on, but I mean, but it's like who I mean, you're gonna need if you're a business owner, you're gonna need some type of payroll processing company.
Completely, completely.
Um,
What's the
what's the
dividends
dividend per?
per quarter? Yeah.
I have no idea, but I can definitely find out for you though. What will make you say no?
Looking at the chart, 5 year looks good. 1 year looks positive still. 3 months is positive. 1 month is negative. So it's starting to look negative after 1 month, 1 week, and 1 day.
So it's each quarter is $1.44. $1.04.
Yeah, that's a lot for me to get a dollar pay $225 to get $4. So yeah, it would be a no for me. Just because it's a lot for me to strategize, but it would take a lot of money where I want to be in dividends. So it'd be a back pocket because you know you'll have a lot of money just to put down, and that's $1, and that'd be. But no, as of right now, I don't got it like that. And out of them, Coca Cola, I could get a lot more Coca Cola than ADP or Mobile. That's 88
I say you
cents.
got Exxon. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's almost $1. And I just need to get two. That's still less than two.
And I forgot to say this one that after you've been increasing your dividends for 39 years, ExxonMobil 38 years, ADP 47 years, and Coca-Cola 50 years. So I mean, it's something that you look for when you a dividend investor that they increase their dividend, every year after 4 quarters they increase their dividend. That way you make more money. That's it.
But out of all those that you, because we skipped Coca Cola because I already have it. ExxonMobil, ADP, or Aflac, I would pick ExxonMobil. I would just because I feel like ExxonMobil won't be going anywhere. And on
Ah,
top,
I mean you got Tesla.
really true. That's true. That's very true. People might be moving away from oil and
The thing
well, not
is,
oil, but gas for sure.
which I'm ready for is that, or I'm just curious what their take is up in urban Texas. Um, what they because they can easily just transfer their, or not even transform. They can just easily put to a corner of the gas station their electric charging, and it'll just you can have both.
I mean, you could have both. Do you see since almost everybody has iPhones, see everybody almost having like a car or a phone car?
Yeah. It's only like 5% of U.S. sales right now, but I mean, about 10 years or so, I definitely see more people getting. I say it probably go up to like 20% in 10
Really, just
years.
20%?
Yeah.
To be honest, this year alone, I think people how efficient electric cars, gas going up like crazy, and all these people that have electric cars, all they have to do is charge it for free. Yeah, I think that showed me at least that an electric car is where it's at. Plus, you save a lot of money on gas.
I mean, if you charge your stuff at home though, your electric bill go up, and you still
True,
have to
but
pay the electric charging too at the charging
yeah,
station. Like
Well,
if
I
you
mean,
go
because
to one that's like charge point, which is a public company. I think the ticker is CHPT. You can, if you go to one of them, they'll charge you for. I think Tesla have their own too, charging stations. Either they was thinking about charging people or they already started. Um, so it's just not as much as gas.
so
You get
my question is, so why wouldn't they take their charger and their adapter with them at any place so they can charge for free? I mean, for me, I think that's the easy fix right there.
I don't know,
Easy
man.
fix.
Maybe I don't. Maybe we gotta get a Tesla owner out here and
Tell me, Elon,
conversation.
send us both Tesla. If he don't want it, send me two.
I mean,
Okay
we could
with
just have one just to try it out for the people.
okay, he wants one and I want one
We
also.
can review it, yeah, and have it for like a month or 3 months and see
Or
if it's
four.
like yeah. I mean,
For 4 months,
why not?
we have to figure it out. We have after a month, I don't think I'd be able to
This is
truly
for research and development.
exactly. I mean, so no, I'm down. I'm
So
down.
you didn't, I'll be sure. I mean, we'll see. I mean, hey, Elon Musk or the director that's at the one of the plants. I know they building one in Austin, but I know they have one in Nevada. I mean, they can go ahead and just send us
Just
one,
send
just
it
so
to me because
we can review it.
mm-hmm, for sure.
Or if anybody
We
out there just want to loan us one, we can just.
you could get the one that's long, the one from the source. Hey,
I
I
don't
own those.
know.
We
That don't mean
good.
nothing. So I want to talk
Don't, but
about ETF Q1 inflows. So from March to February, this is how much has went into ETFs, right?
mhm.
So
What's an ETF?
ETF is an exchange traded fund. It's a type of pooled investment security that operates much like a mutual fund. ETFs will track particular index and sectors and commodities. So you have like an ETF for energy, which is well, I can't name it because we don't get paid from. But for example, for energy, it can be like XLE, or for healthcare, it can be XLV. Utilities is XLU. But I mean, they have different. Every branch or brokerage firm have their own ETF. Vanguard got their own little thing. So in Q1, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, which stands for VOO,
Mm-hmm.
brought in 24,
Hey,
yeah,
yeah, that's
24.94 billion went
mm-hmm.
into the ETF.
Okay.
Number two was, and we're gonna go through all of them. What's inside of them?
Okay.
We're gonna go through. So number two is iShares Core S&P 500 ETF. Ticker
Mm-hmm.
is IVV, which within inflows was 14.08 billion.
Mm-hmm.
And number three was Vanguard Value ETF. Ticker is VTV. It inflow of $9.39 billion. Let me name five. Let me do the top five. So number four is
Okay.
Vanguard Total Stock Market VTI, which inflow
We
8.66
top
billion.
we top five with I got top and top four. Oh,
The number
I
five
wouldn't know
is
all of them.
Spider SPDR Gold Trust, which is gold. Ticker GLD, which inflow 7.09 billion. So what you
Okay.
think about
Well, I have VOO top one, and then VTI number four. I'm just gonna continue to invest in it, but the one thing that I like about it is this is out of top 10.
Yep.
I'm top five with it. What about you? From a dividend investor, from the outside looking in, how do you feel about these top? Oh,
I'm not a
on top of
dividend.
that,
I'm not a
but
dividend investor though.
I'm a dividend investor. So now,
Oh,
how do you look at most of
how I look at it is I look inside and see what the ETF owns. So, for example, in VOO, it has Apple at 5.92% of the whole portfolio. They have Microsoft at 5.62. They have Amazon at 4.6%. and Facebook or Meta at 2.29%. And then they have both of the Googles at, we're just gonna say 4.29%, so it's above Amazon. So I kind of see what it has inside because it's inflow. So I mean, people most likely either the retail investors, so regular people is buying inside of it. I mean, it's buying the ETF, or people have in their 401ks or their retirement accounts. So I see what's inside of it. And I kind of look at their ratio. So I see that their top two really is Apple and Microsoft. And I say, okay, so people really want Apple and Microsoft. And you got a little bit of Amazon. And then I kind of stopped there because, I mean, or then you can go to Google too because it's 4%. But then I stopped there. So Facebook and below, it don't really mean nothing to me at this moment. So Apple, Microsoft, and Google, those are three that I really want to look at and see like what's going on with those three companies. And so that's what I kind of do. And FYI too, yeah, ChargePoint Holdings with the electric charging, they are a public company, CHPT. The price right now rounded up is $14. I think they IPO either 2 years ago, 2020, I believe. Market cap 5 billion. So I mean, Elon Musk could have bought them.
Do you see ChargePoint turning up from here?
I don't know about the stock, but I do know about the operations, the industry that is in charging, electric charging, which is it can be a big deal. And this is a stretch, but Ford or GM is probably going to buy them. It's only what I say. I think I said 6 billion. So yeah, 10 billion. I mean, why not? Well, see, Ford and GM, they're really busy trying to catch the Tesla right now. So I don't think it's even on their radar to do it. But I'm trying to pull up Ford real quick because I'm trying to see something. Yeah, they're not going to do it because they're trying to use all their cash right now to catch up to Tesla. I mean, right now their free cash flow is 10 billion, so they can just do half. You know, get 5 billion. Oh no, man, they can't do no more debt. Okay, yeah. Okay, next topic. Okay, so yeah, IVV is the next ETF that we're looking into, which stands for iShares Core S&P 500 ETF. So once again, I look at the top. So this is different. So their Apple is 6.20%. Their Microsoft is 5.92%. And then you got Amazon 3.87%. Then you have Google with 4.5%. Most of the top 5 inflows of Q1, they kind of have the same thing, except for one that I'm gonna go over after we get done talking about this one. But I do have one that I believe was the top 5. Yeah, it was number 3 actually, that don't have any technology.
Really?
Yep. The ticker is VTV.
That looks pretty good.
So it takes it from Loop. So it has number 1 is Berkshire Hathaway Inc. Class B shares with 2.98%. JP Morgan Chase with 2.82%. Johnson & Johnson with 2.60%. And I would probably stop there because I named top 5. United Health Group, 2.27%, and PG Porter and Gamble 1.98%. But I'll probably stop after J&J 2.60%. It's a big gap between that. Man. Yeah, but it's only 1.60%, so it's really not a.
Dividends.
You want to go off the big dogs, which is Berkshire Hathaway.
We just talked about ExxonMobil. That's why I was like, oh, okay. You know, I won't have to even buy the stock. I just get this.
JP Morgan has actually been going down. It's below its March 2020 price, which means that it's at its pre-pandemic price, which just means that it basically erased 2 years worth of anything. So how you feel about the top 3 of Q1?
I feel pretty good about it because all of them on their properties different. They have different ones, even though the didn't really have any tech in it. It had more. Let me see. VT. What was it again? VT.
Which one? BTI?
Oh,
Oh,
VTI.
BTV. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
BTI,
VTV.
BTV.
Yeah, it was
And we
VTV.
went through.
Yeah, so the fact that VTV like tech and it just has financial services, um, all of the energy and tech. It's not the major. I think that one was a little
Major
bit,
key.
yeah. Like for then being the number. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So that's something I look into for my portfolio because I do AI, which is the number one, and they are mainly tech. So I definitely, diversify and get to other ones. But I feel pretty good about the ETFs, and for anybody that's really looking at anything, ETFs is a good to look into if you don't know exactly which stock to, go into. Not telling you to buy anything, do research,
I
look
mean, yeah,
into
because
it.
ETF guys, this is a bucket, a basket of just a whole bunch of stocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
I mean, I totally
how you
agree.
feel about
We probably should do like a little segment about ETFs. Just go through
that?
a
Okay.
bunch of ETFs because a bunch of them out there. I do want to go. I kind of want to review the United States, like the country budget, with you.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna go on too much topic. We'll probably have another episode that goes like deep dive
Yeah.
into
Just a little brief
but
overview of it.
this is about money. So let's see how the country spread their wealth, right?
Mm.
If you had to guess, what do you think they spend the most money on?
Maybe technology. Better yet, where my tax dollars going to? The roads. I
Road.
mean, I don't know.
So this is I want to this is facts. So this is the Joe Biden 1.52 trillion budget proposal. I don't know if he approved this. He probably have. So no, you're wrong. So 700, 715 billion on defense.
Okay. On defense.
715 defense. Yeah, so basically just military.
Got
Which can means like building planes, military planes, of course, like weapons,
okay.
cybersecurity, you know,
Cybersecurity ain't part of technology.
I mean, if you want to put it that way.
You feel me? I
I'm gonna do the
mean,
top five. I always do the top five. So I'm gonna do the top five, then I'm gonna do the bottom. Whoa, this is not in order. Okay, so I'm just gonna name random top five then. I'm just gonna do a random five. So defense
mhm.
is 715 billion. Education, which is
Education.
102.8 billion. Homeland security is 52 billion, which, like I said, 2.1 billion go for a cybersecurity agency
Hmm.
for the people out there that want to know. So let's do justice. Includes combating gun violence, which is 35.2 billion. That sounds like a lot for justice. Is that the police department? Okay. We're gonna do VA, which is Veterans Affairs, which is 113.1 billion. Yeah. So just keeping up with the VA hospital. And I'm pretty sure they have other programs that help the veterans when they come back over from serving the country. Did I name five yet? I think that was
I would say
four.
that was five. Okay, that's four then.
No, that'd be that. They can be five. So yeah, no, that was actually four.
Okay, what's the last?
So Commerce budget is 11.4 billion. Okay, so Commerce is the U.S. federal government concerned with creating the conditions for economic growth and opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
U.S.
So that's I do have a
Top
question
five.
for you. I do well, it's not top five, that's just random five. It wasn't in order. That was just random
Okay.
five. Well we might I don't know if it dive deep in that, but I mean we
We
might.
dive
I don't
deep
know.
to a different time.
We might, I don't know. But I do have a question for you though.
What's up?
What bill, if you had the opportunity, what bill would you eliminate from happening if you had a chance, and why?
Bill
So
and
bill meaning definition meaning like a monthly expense that happen monthly. So it's a bill.
okay. I'm teeter-tottering around insurance and because if I eliminate rent, then I can live free anywhere that I go. I can go to a house, I can have a house, I can have a home and rent. Or insurance, which you always have to pay. Either if you have a house or nothing, you still have to pay some type of insurance, like car insurance, life, any type of insurance, home renters insurance. So I'm teeter-tottering between those, but I'm gonna try to say I'm gonna say rent.
You say you say
I'm gonna
rent.
say rent. I'm gonna say
I'm
rent.
a I'm gonna say probably insurance because I don't like insurance.
Okay. What don't you like about insurance?
So Aflac wouldn't get my money in this case. Then I don't see where my insurance go to. I have State Farm. I don't know what I don't know. I
So you
don't see my
telling me
money.
you're okay paying rent?
I am. That's how much I don't like insurance. Cause I don't know where my money goes as I pay them 115 every month. I don't know where it goes to. I don't. How about they need to make it where the money that I pay them goes to account and I can use it for like
Yeah,
gas,
yeah, that makes sense.
um,
Yeah, I can see that.
some car, what's it called, maintenance, some
Yeah,
oil change, maybe a
yeah.
new car if it gets high enough.
Mhm. But
Just like a Hay
tax
savings
free,
account, but a car savings account.
tax free, or they taking
Yeah,
taxes out.
they can do whatever if they make what if they can make it, I take it. Cause you just don't see it.
Yeah,
I don't know where my
you
money
don't.
goes.
You're just paying for your safety at that point.
Nah, I'm not. Cause I have used my insurance before on my car and it didn't work out too good. So, and then after a while, if you get to a lot of car accidents, then they'll boost up
Your
your
insurance.
your payments. Yeah, your monthly payments.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm sticking with rent. I'd rather just be able to go
You'll
anywhere.
just live anywhere.
And I buy,
Be rent.
buy a, I buy. I mean, I probably still have to pay the property taxes, but I ain't paying rent. The home is look. The home is for free. I can have multiple homes as long as I'm living in it. Man, I wouldn't do that. But I feel like for me, from a um from an investor type of that is a lot more money coming out of my paycheck. So that big amount to invest in. And
Yeah, mine is not. And I'm not thinking about investing. I'm thinking emotional. I don't like paying for insurance.
I got you. This is really. But no, man, I think we did it. I think we did it. But I do have some shout outs. I want to shout out this podcast because this podcast has been going strong for a couple of weeks now, almost. It's been a month. So shout out to this
But by the time this
podcast.
come out, it's gonna be 2 months.
Facts. So shout out to this podcast. Shout out to your blog. You got a blog coming out.
Yeah,
Let everybody know about that.
it's gonna come out whenever LeBron retires.
That's gonna be a while. That's gonna be in a while.
Well, we
Uh,
waiting.
okay. Um, Shout out to just everybody that's listening because we know we got a good fan base growing and shout out to y'all. Shout
Yeah,
out for these questions, man, because these questions it help us think and help us get into a mindset of getting to
drop comments.
you know just top comments.
Say drop comments. I said,
Yeah,
go, keep talking.
yeah, drop some comments. There you go. Like, share, subscribe, and vibe out with us. What about
I
you?
want to give
Got any
I
shout
want to
outs?
give a shout out. Yeah, I do. I have a lot of shout outs. So shout out to everybody that's in school right now. If it's college, continuing education, high school, middle school, elementary school, dental school, um, what's it called? Lawyer school,
Mm-hmm.
law school, business school, all type of school, trades. You trying to figure out how to, do piping, real estate, all that. Also give a shout out to all the people who got drafted in WNBA. I think it was a month ago now. Also the NFL crew who's gonna get drafted in there as well. Oh, already did graduation. Okay, yeah, but yeah, that's all. That's all people I want to shout out. Everything I want to shout out. We might have to do like a little sports theme type of like. We'll figure out some type of sport theme to do. But yeah, we'll see y'all next time.
All right, there's been another episode of R&D Labs, yo.